what did you say? Repeating the same cue over and over again is confusing. It can be white noise and our dogs just go, not listening, not paying any attention to you at all. And this is where these guys get such bad reputations from, okay? Because we're repeatedly asking the same thing. They don't know what it is, and we carry on asking for the same thing. So if they're not getting it, they're not getting it. So let's teach them the action first and then the cue. So let's teach them what we want them to do using the markers. So mark, 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 and then add the cue when they're actually doing it. And then we also have something called single event learning. So this is important to know when they start coming into kind of the second fear stage. This is important to know when our dogs are meeting other dogs as well. It's important when they're doing the socialization, when they're actually being exposed and experiencing different things. So what was the first alcoholic drink that you got drunk on? The point of asking that is that single event learning takes place in adults, in humans, sorry, not in adults, in humans. And the thing that we can relate it back to is that first alcoholic drink. So it's likely you can remember where you were, who you were with, what you were drinking, how it made you feel. And it's highly likely that you probably never touched it again since, or if you have, it's been by mistake, okay? Because it takes you straight back to that place that you were at. And this can happen with our dogs as well. Not that they drink and get drunk, but they can have something called single event learning, okay? So something happens once and they remember it for the rest of their life, okay? So thinking about where our pups are at the moment in their fear stages. So they may be closed into a crate and left in a crate on their own. And when they start crying, this becomes a single event learning process for them. Okay, so then every time after that you try and put them in the crate, they're like, oh, hell no, I'm not going in there. And then this is where these problems kind of start. So thinking really acutely of what's happening, what your pups are being exposed to, and how they're actually processing these things. So what reaction are we having from them, if any? Sometimes it may just be that they sit absolutely petrified and start shaking. And that is also a process that they may be going through of single event learning. And also it happens when one dog comes bounding over and maybe scares your dog, okay? So they go, ah, and I'm just going to hide behind your legs now. So they just run behind your legs, and that could actually be single event learning. So then every other dog that comes over to you, they go, oh, I know what happened last time, I'm moving away from you. Or classically, what we sometimes see is when our dogs start walking and going out on walks, that there is a particular house, there's a particular gate, there's a particular garden that a crazy dog comes out of and goes absolutely berserk. So from the first walk they go out on, they experience that, and then they never forget where that house is. They never forget where that dog is. And they get themselves into a little bit of a tears when you start walking towards that house. Okay, so this is single event learning.